Hello there, YouTube. So I am starting a channel based on my paintball adventures. I've decided to buy everything used and not buy anything brand new, except for one item, my mask. That's just a personal thing. I don't like to use used masks. But everything else in my gear bag will be 100% pre-used at that point. Show you things that I've encountered with buying used items either on Craigslist or eBay, 5 Mile app, whatever it is that I've encountered. So my first project is going to be the $70 Shocker that I picked up, the 03 Black Shocker. So I'll show you some of those things that I've encountered with that. Once I get it all fixed up, gun shot flawlessly, and now I'm just waiting for a big trigger adjustment. So let me go ahead and show you the gun. Alright, so here is the Shocker. So it's an original Shocker, the SFT. I also got a tank with it. I got the pulse hopper, and then I got a red barrel kit with the 4 backs and the 2 fronts. And again, picked it all up for 70 bucks. Oddly enough, I had to be on vacation in San Antonio going to SeaWorld, and guy had it posted on the 5 Mile app, and I went and picked it up. The 2 issues that it had going on with it, at least from the previous owner, was that the ASA was completely torn up. It was a MacDav regulator setup, and it looks like he just tried to get it apart and mangled the entire regulator and the ASA that came with it. So I got on eBay and found an original Smart Parts rail along with a Smart Parts regulator. So now I've got an on and off for the tank with the regulator with an ASA, and it's original to the gun, so or at least original to the company, and now everything's shot fine. It does have the pulse chip inside the grip frame, which I'll show you guys in just a few minutes, to go with the pulse hopper, and let me go ahead and do that. So this gun came with the absolute stock board. And then there is the pulse chip. And the gun turns on. So there's the gun on. Alright guys, so here is the gun kind of all put together. I've got the ASA on there with the regulator. Gun is on, eyes are off because I don't want to be shooting paint in the house. Wife would get pissed. So this guy had the pulse hopper. So let me walk you through some of the upgrades that were on this gun when I bought it already. So it came with the CP reg up front. It's got the hybrid grips. I said the pulse hopper with the pulse chip in the gun already. Shock Tech feed neck. This one did not have the dual eyes. This has the reflective eyes. And it has a stock board, so for you tournament players, unfortunately you'd have to get an upgraded board for a gun like this. It does not have the BPM caps like they want now, so you definitely have to keep an eye on that. But a rec player, absolutely this thing will rip all day long. Like I said, it had the Reds barrel, so came with the package. One of the things that I actually was amazed by when I first got into paintball, which was 02, I believe, I shied away from the Shockers just because the Intimidator for me was a very easy gun to work on and to shoot, and I had no problems with it whatsoever. So I stuck with the Intimidator. I actually started off with a System X Enemy, and then actually got into a real Intimidator after that. The Shocker was one of the guns that a good friend of mine, Paul, shot, and he loved it, swore by it, wanted everyone to shoot a Shocker because they were amazing pieces of machinery. The problem is that we played also out in the middle of the desert where we had to bring our scuba tanks, And Shockers, if you all know, without the high efficiency bolt, even with the high efficiency bolt, chewed up a lot of air, just sucked up air. So most of us stuck with the Intimidators because they had a lot better efficiency, and then we just learned to kind of love them after that. So the Shocker we basically stayed away from, at least I did, and I kind of regret not having a Shocker, at least trying one and having one to play with, because it shot beautifully, nice straight streams. Consistency was there, and it's not a very loud gun, which is very nice. It's actually got a pretty soft shot, and this is basically an all-stock internal setup, so there's nothing, none of the lurker bolt or the Ingram bolt or anything like that, which is optional for the upgrades on this gun. As far as the board I was talking about, I know that Tempest is coming out with a new board for these, so you can actually use the solenoid either from the Ego or the Lux. So that makes it really nice. It'll keep these guns going for a long time and give us some different options instead of the Blackheart board and the Virtue boards and stuff like that, or the Dynasty board. The gun firing, we had no problems with it whatsoever on the field yesterday. It's actually on, eyes are off, and all that stuff. So again, shot beautifully. It's no air leaks or anything like that. Everything's cycling perfectly. So good, solid little gun. $70 on Craigslist, and I promise you. Sorry, not on Craigslist. 5 Mile app. I got it on the 5 Mile app. I happened to be in San Antonio on vacation, and it popped up. You have a marker paintball package in your area, and I'm like, okay, let me take a look. And $70. I was like, okay, I'll pick it up tonight. Kids go to bed, and I'm not gonna be doing anything anyway. So I drove over there and picked it up. Just solid. And so my next thing is to get this thing on the forums, and I'll probably do a small update at the very end of this video telling you what it sold for, and how long it took to sell. I don't think it's going to take very long, so we'll go from there. But yeah, that was it. You guys have a great day, and again, it's brand new to me, so leave me some feedback and some comments below. Tell me if you like it, tell me if you hate it, tell me what else I need to talk about with the markers. And I will do, on my next video, I'll do a full breakdown of the gun, right when I get it from where I buy it from, so that way you guys can see what I'm working with. I did pick up an Intimidator on eBay, so that's probably going to be my next video. But let me know if you guys have any questions on it, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks so much, YouTube, and we'll see you later.